for this. So basically what we have done, team, is from 4 different models, we have now come to just simply 2 models, but following the life cycle of the client. Okay, let's say the client is an individual client. We are going to propose to him, it is best for him to start with personal branding and personal network. Why? Because without a good personal brand and a personal network, why should you should not waste time on, trying to generate leads. So once this person does, for example, Yahya, you were there in yesterday's meeting. We almost convinced Malik, that he has to do this. And Malik was saying, oh, I need this also. I was saying, just wait for 1 or 2 months. Then you can take that also. Don't try to buy the generating leads immediately. Give this one to run for 2-3 months. Okay, let this give you a good standing, good, rich post, etc., and then go for generating leads. Once you have done this, then go for hyperscaling. Do not try to do, so it's a life cycle. Okay, start with branding, go to leads, and go to hyperscale. So this is the cycle that you should do. Within a year, you should be here if you're successful. Okay, and similarly for companies, start with branding and increase your followers and post, etc. Then go for generating revenue, and then go for 10x hyperscaling. Don't jump into 10x hyperscaling immediately. That's the whole message that we are trying to do. It's a journey. Take the journey. Don't try to say, I want something really fast, so give me hyperscaling. I don't want the other things. It doesn't work that very well. Is that clear, guys? Is this really simple? It's really not at all difficult to understand. I hope this is clear.
Yes, Anis. I think this is very simple and clear to understand comparing to the previous one. To be honest, I was not able until today understanding the 4 models to explain it in a way that a client can understand it without even reading. So, but with this one, it's very simple even for ourselves to understand it, use it, and be able to explain it to our clients.
That is very true. Very true, Jean-Marie. It's exactly what one of the investors, told me. I was pitching the deck. And he told me, Anis, this is an investor deck. Okay, can you see? As you can see, it's like perfect. You are able to do like blah, 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 come so nicely. Everything is perfect. And suddenly, you're talking about something, it's too many things in the page, so that's why I kept it also like this. We do 6 services across 6 platforms and 6 models divided into 3 for individuals and 3 for companies. And how do we do it? We first start with their branding, then we increase their network, then we start generating leads for them, then we hyperscale. The company, it's exactly the same thing, except in a company, we brand the company, we brand its employees, we increase their followers, we create posts and make it look rich. Then we start going for generating revenue. Because we believe in the case of a company, if we are selling a SaaS product or something digital, then we are even able to close the revenue. And once this revenue is good, then you hyperscale to 10x. It's really, we've made it like super simple, even, I mean, this is always good, right? When somebody is giving us a feedback. The previous slide was, for me, it was never complicated because I made it, but I realized why it is complicated, for somebody who's looking at that slide for the first time, right? It's quite complicated. This one, they're like, wow, so many things are there in the slide. But for me, it is not. For me, it is lovely. But I understand why it is complicated, for someone else. But Deng is asking, we have clients who are introduced to our previous pitching deck, but the deal is not yet signed. Would we continue with the previous deck, or we show them the new pitching deck in the next meeting? Deng, Deng, it's if the deal is not closed, then definitely the new one. Everybody is new. And we'll convince them why we want this new. In fact, we'll say this new is better because in the old one, you should have paid 200 plus 300, 500, right? Because we are going to do both. We're going to do both branding and network. So both services together is this. Yes, Muhammad. Muhammad, you got something to say? Mohammed said, Ali, do you have something to say? Okay, cool. All right. So now this is clear. Everybody's now in super agreement. I'm very, very happy with, it's amazing how we are making progress, like why it is not clear to us in the first day, why it has taken us 3 years, yeah, Mammer is asking what are the services to do in hyperscaling. Just two simple services, Mammer. One is we take a mother post and put it across 20 to 30 LinkedIn groups. Okay, that is called amplifying the mother post. The second service is we take the mother, let's say a message that we've been sending, the first message. We take the first message and put it to the relevant people in a group, let's say 50 people. Okay, so that is called hyperscaling. I hope that is clear to you, member. If not, just ask me. Okay. Now comes the important part, right? This is what I wanted to come. I hope Jason, you're there, Jason. Where is Jason? It's missing. Okay. So, who's Jason's? Who's in the onboarding team here? Yeah, Jackson.
I'm part of them.
Yes. Jackson is the deputy leader. Okay, cool. So what I'm thinking, Jackson and Jason, you guys are here, and this is also your duty to make sure that your profile. So what I was thinking that we should track this number very, very carefully, right? So basically, in my last count, this was around 1,400 people we have onboarded, in my Excel, Jackson. This is basically, anybody who clicks and then comes back. The number of LinkedIn profile created is 639, approximately. The HubSpot in email created is almost like 800 plus. Okay. This training, social training completed. We need to figure out how to do this, guys. We have not done this properly, but I just wanted to, take your feedback. If this is our flow chart, like a flow chart, how we are getting people, how we are creating their LinkedIn, how we are assigning HubSpot, how we are completing, this and this, and this is one side. The other side, this is the learning side, and this is the earning side. Okay. So we come inside, we start to learn, and we start to earn at the same time. So it's Keisha has identified potential clients, right? So we are talking about how many? Almost 666,000 potential clients, of which how many are allocated already? I don't know. Probably 650,000 is allocated. Keisha will fill all these things, but I'm just doing it on his behalf. And of which how many we have contacted? I don't know, 350. I don't know. I have to check it. 350,000. And how many have connected back? I don't know how many, but let's say I'm going to put 3,500. How many client meetings we have scheduled? I don't know, maybe at least 1,000, or not 1,000, maybe 500. How many clients we have won? Maybe around 100. And how many clients we have lost? I would say, similar number. Something like this. It sort of, gives us a good way to, and then we don't track it right now, but ideally, I'm just going to put a small number, 100 of us know, I don't think 100, let's say 500 of us will know how to do social selling. And I will put this as very small. Let's say around 50 people know how to do marketing. Yeah. I just wanted to pause here, people. Just want to take your inputs in this thing. Are we missing any important thing? Like I can tell you, we are missing a very important part. It's not our. This is basically our key engine, right? This is the engine and how they are working, right? If any of this engine is at fault, then we should know that the engine is not working properly. But I just wanted to quickly open this up for you, and I wanted you to help each other. So Ed, Axo, Jackson, and Muhammad Hassan, can you guys think about what is missing here? I wantedly left out so many things. Okay, but only thing is, I want to only put a box if it can be measured. I don't want to put a box if it cannot be measured. Okay, so keep that in mind. Yes, yes, Ruvash, go ahead. What is missing here? What? Yes, Ruvash.
Yes, my phone is on potential client identified. Yes, my phone is on that phone of potential client identified. My phone is that during locating a client to Garadwen, we find that many of them one connection, two connection. I don't know if it's me alone or it happened to either one. That one need to be correct so that we cannot waste our time with the client with only one connection. Those clients cannot hire us. We are just wasting our time for.
Agreed.
Yes,
agreed.
That is my point.
Agreed, Ruach. We don't have a mechanism to remove those people, unfortunately. So we need to find something, in the future. But as of now, we don't have any mechanism to find those people. They say call themselves a CEO, founder, and that's why we are able to get them. But let's see. Even one of the things that will help us is, even though they have only one connection on LinkedIn, that doesn't mean they can't hire you. It just means they're not active in LinkedIn. So we want to find their email and we want to send an email to them. Okay. So hopefully things will get better with such an approach. Let's see. Yes, Akshay.
Yeah, I wanted only to clarify on that thing. Mostly when you are sending connection, we'll find those guys who pretend to be CEO, they don't have more connection. So some of them, they still 300 connection, 200, 150. So few of them, they have that 500 and more connections. So I think we should also be looking.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. We should not be worried about the number of connections. What we should be worried about is he a senior personality or a founder or a CEO of a company or a VP? We should try to figure out the seniority of the person and think whether this person can ever become a client. If we can make that happen by thinking, because it cannot just be just like that. Even that person can have one connection, but he could be a very big CEO. That's very possible, because many CEOs may not be very active on LinkedIn. It's very possible. Many CEOs don't even have a LinkedIn account. So don't think that it's a bad thing. It's not a bad thing.
Yeah, I think this is what I wanted to suggest, that we should not worry about those people who have a less connection, because even most of the time, these are the people that we are targeting just to make them be active on LinkedIn, and they tell them the goodness of the social media. I think it's our work.
Yeah, absolutely. But let's not get digressed. I'm really trying to give you a full picture of what we do. I've given you a full picture of what you do, and who's responsible for each of these, right? And how do we move this, move the ship? There's a ship we have created, and we need to move this. We need to run the ship, and we need to run it really fast. And we need to find who's stalling the ship. and what is missing in the ship. There are lots of missing parts in the ship. And are you able to identify the ones that are missing? Yes, Dan.
Yeah, Mr. Anis, what I wanted to also add is almost on the potential client identifier. So the thing is, there are some clients whom you can find that they have been sent to you, but they have already been contacted by our colleagues. Is there a way that a client who has been contacted by Step Up graduate can be eliminated from our CRM? Or if there is no way that they can be eliminated, what shall we do if they reach to us? Do we contact them again? Because there you can find out that maybe the person who is contacted, this person from Step Up, can be the person, the mutual connection, the person whom you share. So what do we do about that?
My recommendation is, if you see that one of your colleague is already connected, then simply message that colleague to just fire him a little bit, to reconnect with him if he's not, but I would suggest that you do not connect with him again. Yes, Moses. Looks like a big.
Very good morning, Anis. Hi, everyone.
Hi, Moses.
Yes, I would like just to make. Oh, yes, please. What I'd like just to make some inquiry is that okay, on Sales Navigator, for instance, the campaign that I'm doing for Christopher, then you find that some clients that have to be to require email, or either you find that others, you find that they're already connected. So like those whom I found that they do require the emails. So should I include them in a number of those whom I've contacted? Also, secondary, you find that like the first segment, I can finish it, let's say it is for 115 people. When I finish to contact them, all of them, then next time, when I open it, I found that there are also more, like the lead generation has generated more list on top of those ones who are in a dashboard. So you find that every day there are new people to be coming up to be sending them the first message. So and yet is like okay, I have finished the first segment, second segment, the third segment, the first segment. Right now I'm working upon a fifth segment.
Very good question, Moses. And the answer is obvious and simple. It is very normal, when we start the campaign with a client, there may be only 100 clients in a particular market segment. 1 week later, it might have 105. 2 weeks later, it might have 110. 1 month later, it might have 120. You simply connect with all of them. Okay, it's good, so the number of clients is increasing, so you keep doing it. And similarly, let's say you worked on a market segment, it is nearly 5 months back, you connected with 100, and at that time 5 months ago when we checked on it, only 10 people have connected, okay, from that market segment. But 5 months later, you go back and check, now you see it's not 10 people who are connected, it's more than 25 people connected. So what you do, you update the number so that the connection percentage increases from 10% to 25%. So yeah, it's very important that you do that. The second question you asked, if the LinkedIn asks you for an email before you can connect with them, just simply skip it. You can't do anything about it. I would say simply skip it. Don't worry about it. Yes, John? But let me remind everybody, this is not a session about, all these things. These are simple doubts that you have. I'm more than happy to resolve these doubts for you. But I'm asking a very big question. I'm asking, I have just shown you the engine of Step Up. This is how we are working, right? I'm telling something is terribly missing out here, or some more things needs to be added to this engine, because many engines are not added to this, or how to make each engine really do well. For example, our onboarding engine is like really creaking. It's not really moving fast. It's only 1400. Our LinkedIn profile creator is only 640. It's really bad. You need this to be as good as the onboarded. Our HubSpot is slightly better. Training is very, very bad. You see, all these things, is the best thing that is happening is this one. Clients identified, clients allocated, clients contacted. This is the best one that is happening. And even here, we are beginning to, struggle on this client meeting scheduled and client one, right? So I want you to think a little bit broader rather than, all the smaller problems. We can always solve these small problems. Yes, John?
Thank you very much, colleagues and our CEO for this opportunity. Mr. Anis, I do have some questions that I would like you or other members here to clarify them to me. I'm not yet consume much of time, but I suggest that we've been having a couple of meetings with potential, with the clients, and I wonder what has really come out of those meetings so far. And then where is the weakness? Why are we not winning them? Have we thought like what strategies should we apply in a way that we can at least win their mains to this?
Excellent.
And
Excellent.
then the other thing is sorry?
No, excellent question. Excellent question. Yeah.
Yeah, and the other thing else is, Mr. Anis, I understand you are you have a lot of things that you are doing, and usually sometimes I individuals, maybe he needs to hear from the executives, and we don't get the feedback from you as our CEO. We get stuck. How did it end? Is there any need of follow-up? I don't know whether there is a feedback given to the leaders that we engaged at the first point of meeting. I don't know, but still them also, they don't give us the feedback. I don't know whether it happens to other members there. So I'm not judging, but I do request at least you give us a feedback, whether we should go ahead or not. If you keep quiet, it's maybe did it go wrong? Are you busy? Am I ignored? I feel like I'm not in a right path. I'm sorry to say this, but I like speaking my mind. Thank you, Mr. Anis.
No, John, what an amazing question. This is such an important question. And this is exactly what I'm trying to solve as well. As we speak, the reason I came up with, this whole idea of deals is exactly for this, John, because without this deals in HubSpot, I'm really struggling to find out what is happening in each one of these meetings. So I have the same problem. So basically, that is what I want to solve along with all of you. That is why I have said that all of you should be entering. In fact, there are a few things that you need to do to, this thing that you said is very, very important. Okay. So for example, let's take your own client, John. Do you have a client with whom somebody has met already?
Yes. We met, was it yesterday? Yesterday, but one. We met one called the, I don't know whether Mr. Jason can remind me his name.
Agent Tan.
Exactly. Again.
Sorry, what's his name?
Agent Tan. EUGEN.
Okay. See, this is the problem, right? Jason, I'm assuming you have not yet created a deal for this guy.
Yeah, absolutely. I haven't created it, so
yes,
but that's what I'm planning to do.
Yeah. So what we have to do is this, Jason. In fact, it's not only Jason's duty; it is also your duty. What is the name of your client? Did you say EU? First of all, it is your client, right? Cricket John?
Yes, he's my client. Mr. Jason, you can help me with his spelling. The name looks very cumbersome to me.
But my first thing is, Jason, John, where were you when Jason had this meeting? Like, where did you did you not take part in the meeting? What happened to John?
I did take part in the meeting. We met him together with Mr. Jason. We discussed about a couple of things. In fact, he was very much interested. Mr. Jason can elaborate more.
No,
if
but
he's on the line. If he's not, maybe I
why
can
should
take over
Jason,
from there.
like, for example, I understand that. So you have nicely done everything, except, you have not done one thing. So basically, this is the person, right? Eugene Tan Yu Meng, right? Is this a person that you met? Okay. You beautifully said,
Yes,
the
yes.
meeting has been thing. And all you have to do is to create a deal. Can you see on the right-hand side, there is a deal button. Just say add. It will just add a new deal, Eugene 10, whatever new deal, create the sales pipeline. It's meeting scheduled. But what is your, gut feel, Jason? Is this a person qualified to buy? Is he going to buy our services? He needs more time. What is the deal with this guy?
We are following up on this guy. He asked us to send him some more information, and then we'll second meeting. That's when we can judge if he is really into this or not.
Okay.
So far, it's something
very good. Very good. So can you see this? I'm typing. Can you see what I'm doing, John? Can you see what I'm doing?
Yes, I'm following you up.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So
yes.
I'm just creating a deal. I'm saying client need more time, or need to set up a second meeting, isn't it? Second meeting to be set up. Right. I really think this client need more time needs to be changed to second meeting to be set up, follow-up meeting. I think that is a better thing. Let me change it. And then you put deal owner as Jason. And anything that you learned in that particular thing, any interesting thing that you learned in that meeting, John? What did the client want, etc., etc.?
Yeah, yes. The client, in fact, was very wondering how we really do our things, and he was very curious to learn more. And in fact, instead of usually meet other clients, and it's them who could always tell us what they want us, sitting and listening to us, preaching to him ABCD that we do to our clients. I was very much interested, and he was he requested for the deck to continue following up with his colleagues, and then he will later give us feedback about his brand.
That's very good. That's excellent.
To do brand for him.
That's excellent. That's excellent. So I'm going to client need more time. Client need more time. I'm not sure. Okay, some people need more time. Some people. I really think this client need more time is a very I don't like it. It needs to be follow-up meeting needs to be set up. Follow-up meeting. To be set up. Because I don't like this client not everybody needs
do you have that option?
Yeah.
Hi, Anis.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hello.
Yes.
I'm asking, we have that option.
Where is the option? No, I just created that option.
Do we have the option that? Oh,
yeah, I'm just creating
created that
right,
option now?
just now in front of you,
correct, correct.
So that, you know, if we go back, you know, we'll have you know, everything, right? So we have meeting scheduled with Ajit, you know, with all these people. We have follow-up meeting to be set up with Eugene, which is, you know, Jason's deal, this person, all these people. These are the people who have agreed to buy. These are the people, you know. So you asked a very important question, John. You know, this one should give you the answer. Okay, like, where is my deal? Okay, Mr. Shem is saying, you know, something. He's saying, why do we create a deal for a client who have not signed up on ease? This does not look right to me. So, so the word deal doesn't mean that it's a closed deal, Shem. As you can see from this lovely CRM, it is going through stages. A deal goes through these stages. It starts when you schedule a meeting. Whenever a meeting is scheduled, you must create a deal. You can never, you know, so the deal has to be created as soon as the meeting is scheduled. Then either after this meeting, you need another meeting, or the client has agreed to buy. Once the client has agreed to buy, you have sent him the hiring link and ask him to buy. Once you have sent him the hiring link, either we have won it or lost it, or sometimes, you know, the client did not turn up for the meeting. So these are the 7 stages that you can, you know, put your client deal across. I hope that answers your question, Shem. Yeah, it is. You know, I think Shem probably thought deal meaning, you know, deal meaning it's a signed deal. A deal means, you know, so we start with a lead. Okay, a lead is somebody who wants to work with us, or, you know, a potential client. A lead is a potential client. A deal is when the person comes to the table, right? So a lead becomes a deal when the person comes to the table. And then on the table, we take him through multiple steps for him to sign the contract. Once the contract is signed, then the deal becomes probably a closed deal or a signed deal, or a whatever, you know, or a opportunity. No, I don't know. We can call it, you know, many different ways. Okay, what is saying? Roach is saying it does not mean that the client closed the deal with us. There is many options that narrate. Yeah, exactly. Roach, you have explained it beautifully. Yes, Roach and Jackson, you can talk. You know, don't worry about raising hands. Just keep talking while we are doing the work. Yeah.
Okay.
Hello.
Mr.
Yes.
Anis, if I can.
Yes, please go ahead. Patients, just wait for 1 minute. Yeah.
All right. My question, it is sort of question. In fact, we have a pitching team of which they are doing a very phenomenal job, and everybody is appreciating that. And if I take you back to our last week meeting, we talked of something like trust. Yes, we are having a pitching team. They are doing amazing work. But, you know, at the, what we are considering as the end result is closing the deal, our graduates having jobs. But as I can see, for now, like the rate of winning the jobs is slowing down, simply because there is something that we need to trigger to win the trust of these potential clients that we are meeting on a daily basis, I can say. So what do you think, Mr. Anis and the group, is that ingredient that we can really come up with? So, like, if I can give you an example, Mr. Kiza has been having so many meetings. Now the question is, has this meeting been productive? So we all know, we all expect, I mean, we all know the end result. We all expect the end result to at least be positive, to at least bring some kind of development in our Step Up .1 company. So what are we what are we trying to achieve in order to make the things move? So, Mr. Anis, I don't know if you got me clearly.
I got you very clearly. I got you very clearly, Jackson. You've always asked the perfect questions as far as I'm concerned. So I want to spend a minute or two, and Keisha and Farah, you guys have been pitching. I want you to come and talk about, you know, your experiences. I really think there is a missing ingredient, like Jackson has said, there is still something missing, and in our pitch, and I am trying to see how to bring it into the thing. But I want to also listen to Keisha and Farah and anybody else. Ed, if you guys have pitched, what has been your experience? Where are you getting stuck, and how can you make it winnable? The good news is, John and Jackson, there are a few deals we have won. We have not yet announced it, but we have won a few deals, which has been 100% pitched by our graduates. So definitely, I'm seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. But our pitch is not perfect. I know that we need to add one or two big missing ingredients. But I want to hear from Edie, Jean-Marie, Farah, and Keisha, because they are the ones who are doing the pitching, and I want to hear from them directly. Who wants to go first?
That will be fantastic.
I think.
Yeah. Yes,
I think I'll go first, Anis. Yeah. I'm loving that question. That brings out the principle of accountability. I love that. So what we are doing has to be okay. We should be accountable of what we are doing. I'm loving that. So I just want to go through by just stating one principle. Asking, you just said some of us have had like a lot of meetings. What is the productive rate? I think from mathematical perspective, if you actually meet a lot of clients, it gives you more pressure of winning more, because at last, as Anis introduced at the first day, there is a conversion rate. So if you, like, for example, if you meet 10 clients and you don't win anything, that badly deteriorates your trust. I think it makes everything very bad. Compared to a person who just met with 2 clients and won 1, that makes 50% of the conversion rate. So Anis just answered some. He just said what I wanted to say. Some of us won a client, but we have not yet announced. And I don't want to just go ahead and say that happened. But just okay, I can say just hang for a little bit, just maybe some days, and you may see who is doing great and who is not doing great. I just wanted to say.
Thank you very much. Can I go ahead also?
Yes, Eddie, go ahead. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Anis. This is a point where we need to focus into, because our graduates need jobs. We don't need to waste time. I have done 2 meetings, all the meeting, how it's going. And like Farah, I don't know if Farah was talking, I can't go ahead and say we've closed the deal, but the status of the job, of the meeting at the client. Yeah, the 2 jobs that I've done, you could hear noise in the group of congratulations. I still can't believe it until we close it. Yeah, up to that point, maybe a next speaker.
Yeah, but I know, see guys, let me tell you both, Idi and Farah, I have no doubt in my mind that, there will be definitely many deals that will be closed. But what I would love to hear from both of you once again is there anything that is missing right now? When you are pitching to the client, are you getting stuck somewhere? The client is asking you a tough question and you don't know how to answer. I would really love to know that feedback also. Yeah, Keisha, go ahead. What is your feedback, Keisha?
Yes, Anis. I truly love the question that John brought to the table in order to be discussed. For me, I didn't want to go the way Farah and Edie went, but we need to bring out some challenges that we are encountering in what we are doing. I've done a number of pitching, and I think the principle when we started, you only told us to go for the basic, and then if it is bringing some light, and then we can escalate it to you so that you see how the engagement might go very strong. Some of the challenges that we, like yesterday I had one who wanted to see the real example, not the screenshot, the real example of a clients that we do branding for, a real example. And then I told him, under my management, I have no clients that I can show you, but I have another team leader who does a number of branding for a number of clients. And then what we did, so I had to give him, I think, I had to give him your Calendly link so that we book the meeting with you, so that you show him some of the clients that we work for, whom we've brought in some changes on a personal profile and whatever thing that we do for thought leadership and so on. So that's something that we encounter. And then another thing is there on your part, Anis, there is something also missing, because after I realized that the client is interested in something, immediately I have to bring the clients to you so that you broaden the deal. Maybe the clients might be thinking of a pipeline as a person. Maybe when I bring him to your table, you can make it bigger, that the clients might hire 2 or 3 other graduates. So like I have had a number of clients who are on waiting now, but I don't know if you've been able to tackle their case. Though I've, like some days back, they were not their deals were not created, but I think I created some deals yesterday, and I was even following up with you how to reach out to these clients and then to organize a meeting to them. Even there are those who are even asking, where have you reached? I've not heard from kids and so on. So it was like a burden coming to me. Very good. And I thought I told it, because there was one who was asking, can you please share me the your training platform? So I was not able to provide it since I've not heard from you. So those are some of the challenges that we encounter. Particularly, you might be busy doing some other things meaningful, but the clients, we really need you, because we can do the basic. Even if we pitch, we do the basic. Even if, but the real deal, you have to come in and ease. I want to believe that, because there is a certain strategy. You try to understand the client objective very quickly, and then you advise on a good way to go, which many of us can't do. To make the deal very strong, and then to bring the clients to believe us very much. Any closing, you have to come in. I remember there is a deal that we closed together with Mohammed Hassan during the day that you on leave, and then we did what we could, but we worked with him 1 month. I think after you came into the meeting, he promised again to bring 20 graduates. So there is always a gap for you to fill in any deal. Yeah, and your responses, yes. Yeah, absolutely, Kisha. Absolutely. I fully agree with you. But let me quickly go through the 3 learnings that I just took from your.
Should I add then you go last, Anis?
Yes, I can wait also. Yeah, Jean-Marie, you can go ahead.
Yeah, like for me, what I want to add from the experience that we have now learned when it comes to pitching, I think number one, let us believe that this is a new experience, a new road that we've taken up. And everyone can understand when a baby starts crawling and until the baby will now run. So these are, I think we are still at the stage that everyone is crawling, and we are learning. And also what I believe, everyone has this courage to pitch. And I think in the near future, we are going to close more deals. Like myself, I've had this one pitching, and from that, I would understand that the way I was before, pitching even one there is that difference. So I believe that Kiza now has learned a lot, and everyone that has pitched at least once has learned a lot. So what we need also to understand is to understand very deep, and always I encourage everyone to learn about our model. Because when you are pitching, you have first to understand it in a way that you can explain even the client. When it comes to marketing, when it comes to selling, you are able, after you have now read the pitch deck, you are able to explain in a deeper way so that the client can understand how we're capable to help and grow their business. Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay.
Thanks.
I think I'll go. Yeah, I think I'll go next. Okay, I will be very brief. So I think I need to ask us a question directly, saying what is okay? Are you meeting some problems? What are some of the challenges that you're facing? I think for me, I'm good at my side. Okay, the first 2-3 meetings, I was a little bit shaky, especially when it comes to the questions, when the client is asking me questions. But I just wanted to give this secret to my co-pitchers. I just want us to, all of us to benefit. I watched a lot of videos on the YouTube channel when Anis was meeting with clients. I think that can help you even enhance your confidence. And now I'm good. I think when I'm meeting with the client now, I feel like I can answer every question. The other thing is that I just wanted to say, yes, we are learning, but we also don't need to waste a lot of our potential clients. Let's try to minimize them. Let's try to win deals, guys. Okay, if you are the first, okay, everything needs on your, what is your perspective? How do you feel when you're meeting the client? Do you feel like this is a client that I can win, or you're facing as a practical, something that you need to practice with? I think we need to see every client as the next client who can hire our graduates. Thanks.
Hi, Anis.
Yes, Sidi.
I don't know. Okay, I think I second the idea of Farah. I think watching the videos that you've been pitching was really helpful even to me. And I think we are asking the question that what challenges and what do you think the ingredients that we can add to what we are doing to improve on how we pitch. Personally, I felt it was wise enough to bring in my team leader, who is Ndikumana Jamari. He has helped me a lot to understand the models. You know, there are some small stuffs that you may ignore. You may think they're easy, but someone who has stayed on Step Up for quite some time have that experience than the person who just came yesterday. I can have the confidence, I can have the language, but you also need the content, because the clients need to understand what you're talking with regard to Step Up language, activities, you know? So I felt like, yes, the deal could be mine, but even if Jean-Marie could have a meeting, I can chip in, maybe introduce the meeting, find a way. If I see his weak point, I can support him. If he finds me on my weak point, he supports me, you know? Let's stop about being greedy a bit and then focus on how to develop more jobs. Me, I can stand from there.
Excellent. Jean-Marie, do you have another point to make, or that's it?
Hello, Mr. Anis, can I come in?
Yes, please, Jackson.
No, I think it's good.
I have a point to make, Mr. Anis. All right. Mr. Anis, Mr. Kiza. I think Kiza has tried to bring an idea that will help Step Up .1. And get to know that when we are meeting the client for the first place, we are tackling, in fact, winning the trust of the potential clients in us, I mean. And then the second one is him or her giving us the job. And if at all our pitching, and then that will lead to the client not even turning up for the second call. Okay. And then we understand that we are all learning, of which is very amazing. But get to know that we are considering a client as a golden opportunity. once the client accepts methods. And whenever the introduction is poor or is not convincing enough, and then we'll always struggle. Even if Anis comes in, we'll always struggle to bring back that client on board. So we should really be very critical. You know, a client have spontaneous questions. They can ask a question from nowhere. Now you have been watching the videos. You can't assure me that 100% what you have been watching will be in line with the client's question. So always, I can summarize by saying that always let us have steps. If you are a pitching team, let us know you are running from which role to which role. I mean, which part are you playing? You as you are pitching team. And then the other stage, of which will include Mr. Nis, to maybe close the deal. That is my own, that is my idea. I'm in support with Kiza. Thank you.
Yeah. Hello, Anis.
Yeah, thanks, Kisha. Thanks, Jackson. Yes,
Yeah.
Patience, go ahead.
Yeah, I would like just to say something about, this pitching, because if we compare the last 3 years and now, before just the time that you are pitching, we got some people who help teaching, it's fine. And I really appreciate for that. And is that if we are able just to pitch, but we are not able just to close the deal, that is a big problem, because remember that we are giving so much effort to, just to send connection and just to have those clients for them just to book the meeting. So we could not, just lose this opportunity. We have to make so much effort so that we can at least get, just to make those clients to sign up. Yeah, I mean, there is something that is still missing. Yeah, so now we have just to do something, especially you, Anis, because you've got a lot of experience. So I think we have to come up with a solution which will make us, just to have, to make this client to sign a job, because we have so many meetings, but no closing deal, that is.
Oh no, what happened to Patience? Okay, yeah, I can see he's here. But what was Patience trying to say? Kisha or anybody, did you understand what was the point he was making?
The point that he was trying to make is that he is trying to compare the past experiences with the closing deal, the number of people the number of clients that we were able to close, and the number of clients that we are closing now since this team, the closing team has been brought in. It is it has, the number of closing has gone a little bit down as compared to last year experience when you are safe, you are closing.
I see. Oh no, I think
Kisha, but there is something.
Yeah, Kisha, go ahead.
There is something, but there is something that we might not be understanding. I will ask that maybe we'll be coming into those meetings, because we were chasing. I think last month, many that we chased and many that came into the meeting were the clients that we sourced from India, and many of those people, they were not coming for jobs, but they were coming either to give some training or some sort of support, not exactly the job. Those are many that I myself met with, and then I was many of them I ignored them. Others were coming in like I met with the other one yesterday. He's much into my digital marketing and so on. You want to provide trainings, so I advise him to send you an email to be a brand ambassador. So those are many of the missing that I myself organized. Many of them were of the sort. So this is something that we also need to understand. And others were not turning up.
Excellent question. Excellent. But yeah, Kisha, just to give a chance to. Just 1 minute, Jason. Let's give a chance to Dominic Amanya.
Okay.
Because Dominic is raised a hand. Dominic, yes. Dominic, you have anything to say? Okay, Jason, looks like a mistake. You can go ahead, Jason.
Okay, Anis and the team really have a very different perspective on this, talking about the deals going down and how we are doing as actually a pitching team. And to be brief, I should first of all say that as Step Up the Tuana team, the strength of the pitching team should not be measured based on how many deals are being won or how many deals are being, lost. Why? Because I can say that, we are doing well. The pitching team is doing well. Everyone who's meeting a client is doing well because it takes courage and, a lot of other aspects to meet a client and pitch. So one thing that I would maybe say, because if a client was really going to sign up for our services, he will. It does not even require a lot of effort from us, the pitching team. I think many of us would concur with me. And if the person is not going to sign up, no matter how you pitch, that client will not sign up. I think we've also even noticed this on different pitch that Anis was actually leading. So which means those of our aspects are should be considered. Now, something that I think we are missing and which can add actually some ingredients into the pitching team. We've been talking about brand ambassadors and so on. Where are these people? How many of them have we got so far? What we need as Step Up the Tuan members who are pitching is someone of that color. We don't need him to speak or to say anything. He will just be there attending the meeting and us pitching. Now that if you're meeting someone from India, I don't know, from the US or from Europe, the moment a client meets that person in the meeting and he also understands that he's coming from Step Up and we are there pitching, it's other kind of, I understand we have the credibility already and we are still fighting for it, but having that brand ambassador, having that person of the color in the meeting adds something very important on everything that we are doing. And in the end, the client will understand that these people are not jokers or these people are not just some scammers looking for money through LinkedIn, and that's how they got me. So I just wanted to emphasize on this, and I don't know if we can do something about it. We need to get as many brand ambassadors as possible, and we need them in the meetings. They should just be there. We will be doing our job, and let's keep on pitching. Let's keep on, I think these meetings, no matter how things turn, either they sign up or they don't. Let's just be there, and we should not be discouraged. I'm actually addressing myself to the pitching team and everyone who's willing to do this. If you've signed up, if you've closed the deal, be really proud of yourself and confidence. And if you haven't, still be happy and keep pushing. And it should not be a factor that is discouraging the whole team. I should say we're doing well.
Yeah, spoken like a true leader, Jason. Fantastic points. I really, must congratulate you on such amazing points. Especially one point that I really, really liked is, you may not think like this, Mammer, Keisha, all of you think it is only if I come, deals are closing. The truth is, the real truth is, the stuff that we are presenting is so powerful. The deals, I want to close deals automatically. Forget about pitching and closing.
Exactly.
And pitching, we don't need a human to do anything to close the deal, because the $300 brand net and network is so powerful that it should automatically keep closing. I am so convinced that is the truth. But for it to happen automatically, we need to keep learning from all these human experiences and fixing the holes. Like, for example, the client wants to see real examples. The client wants to see our training platform. The client, bring the team leader, bring the team member, and bring the brand ambassador to the pitch meeting, right? Because that adds credibility, right? These are all the gaps that we need to fix. But honestly, the most important point that Jason made is, we don't need an Anis, we don't need a Keisha. If we had a robot that simply, pitch our deck, the client should, at the end of the deck, sign up. That is how simple our idea is. That is how powerful our idea is. Yes, we have not yet mastered it in presenting our idea to them, but I believe that is the case today. That's my first point. The second point is the beautiful point is the brand ambassador. I think I really agree that, we need to find a way to bring the brand ambassador to our meeting so that it adds credibility. Even if they don't open their mouth, it adds credibility. Okay, so let's do that. I have to find a way to do that. I'm thinking of how to do it. But first, let me tell you what is our biggest gap. I think the biggest gap in our pitch is real examples. I want to basically, have these real case studies in PowerPoint, and also in real websites. Okay, so I want to do this because I think this is really important. We need to present all the real case studies and also show them in real websites. For example, go to Ryan's thing and show them. Go to, and we'll prepare a, like a nice clickable thing. Okay, click, 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 and then you should be able to show them. Okay, this is something that I can get it done easily. Okay, broaden the deal. So basically bring Anis or to broaden the deal. Yes, this can be achieved by putting a follow-up meeting tag. Okay, follow-up meeting. I think this is also there. How can we bring Anis or anyone to respond to the key question that our clients have asked? My thing is, put this somewhere. Put it under the same thing. Follow-up meeting in deals. And put the question over there, Kesha, because I really need a place to go in order to answer them. For example, to show you how this whole thing can work, if you can simply create a deal, like for example, the people that you're thinking, and say, this one, right? This particular way, follow-up meeting to be set up. Okay, so this Eugene Tan Mu or whatever is your meeting, just if I click on it, we can give me the question here inside this thing. This is the question. This is the question that yeah. So for example, you have put over here, right? Deal description. I therefore welcome who's to advise accordingly. Something like this. So basically, we can try to address these things. Inside the deal, or talk to me through these deals, because it's really difficult for me to follow things in WhatsApp and be very quick on that. That's, if I do that, then you'll miss doing very important things. So try and see if you can talk to me here in these within these deals. But first, bring all the deals here. I'll make sure that everything that is put over here, the follow-up meeting to be set up, I will make sure that I set up these meetings. For example, with Eugene, Jason, you want me to set up another meeting? Just go ahead and set it up by using my new new this thing, right? So we'll, so I'll give you my new thing, once you told me what kind of a meeting is this, what have we done with it. So let's use these deals here to, do more of that. Is that clear, guys? I hope, it should be clear. It should not, there's not some rocket science I'm telling, So bring all your meetings to deals, guys. Okay. And then I'll, make sure that I set up the follow-up meeting and I attend the meeting also. Training platform to show to the clients. I think, it is there. I'll bring this into the deck. I think it's an important one. Learn from previous pitch videos. I think it's already there, but create a playlist of all pitch videos. Okay, so that you can learn from them. Bring the team leader, team member, and brand ambassador. Okay. This is not happening, to the pitch meeting. We have to figure out how to make this happen. Okay. I don't know how to make it happen, but minimum we need to make. I think bring anyone to respond to questions. I think we have answered this one, previously. So I'm going to skip 6. 6 is similar, right? It's going to be done in, or respond to client questions. Correct, Kesha? This is what was bothering you. Follow-up meeting in deals or conversations in deals. We need to get this into one system basically somehow. Kesha. Training platform we have addressed. Learn from previous we have addressed. Bring the team leader. Okay, we have done this. But for this, I think we need some kind of a brand ambassador WhatsApp group where we tell them to attend our meetings. Almost like give them a meeting calendar and ask them which one they are willing to attend. If someone wants to partner or deliver, how can we make them brand ambassadors? Yeah. So basically, whenever they're asking, so you should have a brand ambassador deck, to send it to them immediately. Okay. So this is BA deck, brand ambassador deck to be sent immediately. I'll prepare this and give it to you. Okay. Having a brand ambassador is important. We have already said this. Okay. I think we have tried to address everything that we have learned. But the most important thing is, this one. Client wants to see real examples of how we do our work. I think that is what we need to show both in the PPT as well as in the website, like showing, because all the work that we do is pretty open. So, and honestly, the real example, every time, somebody asks me this question, right, I always show the fryer example, the fryer pipeline on the fryer thing, and the client go crazy. Wow, this is what you guys do. One of these things. So you can easily show one of your clients Excel sheet dashboard to show them.
Another thing I need the clarification from you, and is like when a client is shown that sharing the credential, because we've experienced this from the previous pitch meeting with the ED and the SHEM. It's like the clients, they've shown that they need to create a new account so that we can brand it, or someone can customize it from our graduate as if he's working for the company. But for me, I've learned from them that it's like they have this doubt to share the credential with us, saying that they also have some other work that they need them to connect every day. So how can you maybe take this worry out? Yes.
Yeah, they can easily connect, that's what all of our clients do. Most of our clients are chief executives who have a personal assistant. So they log into their LinkedIn, their personal assistant log into their LinkedIn. We also log into their LinkedIn, but we use VPN. So this VPN is very important. You have to tell them that we use VPN so that, we log in from the same country and city that you log in from. That's the answer. And the other thing is, for doing only branding, we don't need your credentials. We can do branding without having your credential. But when we have to do networking, meaning, connecting and conversing and generating deals, we need your, credentials. I hope that is clear.
Yes, thank you.
So I hope everybody, is able to do it, just right now or, today. I want all the meetings that you have done. For example, if I take, make the deal owner as, let's say, Farah. So if I type Farah as the deal owner, then I should be able to see all his pitch. Right now, it says Farah has only pitched one, which is wrong, I guess, And similarly, if I say the deal owner is, let's say, Keisha. So Keisha, you have done more than 15 pitches, I guess. So, but look, there is only one which is here.
And is it the deal owner or a pitch owner?
Okay, I have sorry, I have changed it, Keisha. Yeah. Because it is deal owner is much simpler. So you put your name against the deal owner. Okay, the pitch owner is also you, but let's do because the contact owner is anyway there. Okay, so you create the deal.
So honest, this is Farah speaking. So if I write the deal owner Farah Ibrahim, how will I know which graduate I did the pitching for?
Oh, it's really simple because the contact owner will be them.
Oh.
Okay. Or you can even, if you want, you can put them as the, I can change it. Like deal owner is Keisha, and this pitch owner, I can make them as this thing, client owner. Where is the deal owner? I'll change it because it's really important here. We only deal with the contact owner. So basically, we'll deal with this. So this one is this, and properties. The pitch owner. Somebody is busy. Thank you. So bring Gar Duani to pitch to our clients. Yes, definitely bring Gar. Yeah, we have to bring Gar. He's an interesting character. Okay, where's the pitch? Contact properties, deal properties. Yeah, it was deal properties. Pitch. Yeah, this pitch owner. Okay, we'll make it into contact owner. All right. Or shall we call them the client owner? Yeah, let's call them client owner so that it is.
Yeah, I think that sounds perfect. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so try to update all your pitches so that the deal owner is you, like Keisha or you guys. Okay, so that just please update everything so that you are the deal owner and make the contact owner as the graduate. Is that clear? I think we have
very clear. Yes.
Yeah, we have digressed a lot. Actually, I want to come back to this one. So we know that who's responsible for this, isn't it? So we know who's responsible for. But can you guys see there are many things that are missing here, as in like things that we could really really do something about. So, for example. I'm thinking, this refugee graduates onboarding is, basically Jason and Jackson are the two most important people, for this one. I mean, Jason and his team, but obviously I need to, we need to figure this one, right? Jason, like this onboarding and also this one. Who's going to be responsible? Is there anything that we can do, Jason, to basically speed up this whole thing, or something we need to do for because it is not growing in the way you have expressed concern, I know, but also Jason, you haven't given me the list of people. For example, Keisha gave me the list of people for this one, right? Potential, this one, who's going to do this, etc. I think we'll not keep the people know this whole thing is responsible. So the first two is your responsibility, right, Jason? You need to not this one. This also is your responsibility. HubSpot and email. This is Keisha. This is Keisha. This is Keisha. Keisha. Yeah, this one is Muhammad and IED and all of you guys. And this is obviously him, and Jean-Marie will come later. So can you see some of the things that are missing here? Is it easy for you to spot what is missing? I'll give you just 1 minute to tell me what is missing here. What are the key engines that are missing? Bahana, Shem, Paul. What do you think, Muhammad Hassan? What do you think is missing here? So this is the first pathway is the refugee pathway, right? They're creating a digital identity, etc., right? This pathway 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anything missing big time? No. So what is missing is organic marketing to potential clients. The department that Paul is doing, surprise, Paul, you didn't catch it. So as you see, this is our, way to sell to our client, but we do not have, marketing, organic marketing to potential clients. So how do we do this? How do you do this organic marketing? There is also one more thing that is missing, which is, paid marketing or automated closing. So I want to try this also, how to automatically close deals, right? So organic marketing to potential clients, it's exactly what we do for our thing. So company branding, how good is our company branding, right? How good is our employee branding? How good is our recommended post? Whatever I'm saying here is exactly what we are going to do for our clients, guys. So if you learn this, you have learned what we're going to do for our clients also. So is StepUp.one completely branded? Is all the employees of StepUp.one completely branded? They look professional. Is everybody having a recommended post, to go every day, every 2 days, every 3 days? What else? What else should we do for organic marketing? Recommended post. What else they should do? Yeah, the other one, the top content from trusted sources. Top content from trusted sources. Is that happening? Are we posting top content from trusted sources every week, every day? Right? Which is, this whole thing is, Paul, Susan, their territory, and they have to do this. And they did a good job, but in the middle, it's become a bit, that one. And paid marketing is what, I'm again, going back and trying to see if we can do something so that, we can automatically close the $300 deals without any human interaction whatsoever. Right? It's a lot of things that we need to do. So for example, it will start from identifying, target audience, running paid ads, hopefully you will learn this also, running paid ads. Then, leading, setting up sales funnels. Then, step-by-step pitch videos. Like, just everything is just a 2-minute video, but it just keeps happening, and then automatic signups at the lowest level, or set up a meeting for any other levels. Does this make sense, people? I hope, I know you guys are a bit, not contributing here, but is this making sense? Can we measure every one of these things? Because this is what is the beating heart of, this is what we do. And it needs to really deliver, right? I know Jason is I'll just put just one name, Jason here. Maybe I'll make Jackson responsible for this LinkedIn, but under Jason's team. Right. This is the HubSpot thing. Maybe Jason, you can tell me somebody from your team, be responsible for this. Making sure that HubSpot and email are created and make sure everything is allocated. I think this is, I gave this to Joel, but I think Joel has not actively been doing this. So something that we need to really see how to do this training. We need to have some sort of a training that happens to our graduates. We need to keep them really driving. This whole refugee onboarding and training and hunting, up till hunting, so this training needs to be really taken forward. It's really not that good. Anybody here who think they can do this thing? Like, we just need to train all the people, right? We need to continuously train them. We need to continuously keep creating, it has to be like at least weekly one class of training them, but also doing much more things like engaging them and showing them how to do some small things. We need to think through this properly, but is anybody feel confident of doing this, like this training thing? From the people that are right now present in this call, I just wanted to check. And Jason, I'm not sure whether you got my question. I'm just thinking, is there somebody in your team who can take responsibility for this particular thing, this HubSpot and email?
Of course, sir. Yeah. Please write Ahmed Ali.
Yeah, Ali.
And you can also add Vestina. Both of them are.
Yeah. Okay.
Would be fit.
Okay. Cool. Okay. What about this one? Anybody?
Mr.
Yeah. Okay.
Mr. Anis.
Yes. What about this one? Anybody?
Sorry, Mr. Anis.
Yeah. Yes, please go ahead.
I think Vestin and
yes.
I think Vestin and Ali, they are in the signing contact department.
Okay, sorry, Westin and Ali, yeah? Meaning you're not doing this. So should I put Westin here? Is that what you're saying, Jackson?
No, I think what Jackson is trying to say that Ahmed Ali and Westin are in a hunting team.
Okay.
That Ahmed Ali and Westin are in a hunting team.
Okay.
But there are also my active. There are also my active team members.
Okay, this is the problem. Just 1 second, Farah. Yeah, so Jason, you're saying, Farah, Ahmed is also there in your team, you're saying. That's what you're saying, Jason?
No, Westin and Ahmed Ali have been allocating the clients because they had access to all the clients, so their accounts were having an access to allocate others clients. That's why they've been doing it, but they are majorly on Jason's side.
I see. Okay. Okay, think about this. I'll give both of you some time to think about. I just everybody is helping, but I just want single person responsibility for each box so that they know that is their topmost responsibility. So for example, this one, Keisha, it is who's doing this, Keisha? This potential clients identified, I guess, it is you and me mainly. So I'll put you. So clients allocated, who's doing this mainly, Keisha? Who's the top, in your world, who can be the number one, I mean, like a deputy leader of some sorts?
Maybe already, because we already have started with me, since you gave me this the other job to be sourcing the clients. So already has been doing it.
Yeah. And who can be responsible for making sure that the clients who are allocated are getting contacted on a weekly, monthly, daily basis? So this client meeting scheduled is obviously, I would say, is the responsibility of the closing team, isn't it? Because is that. So I will put Muhammad Hassan for this. Clients contacted and connected. Who's the thing? This one, I don't think, so one is obviously Jean-Marie to monitor everybody, whether this is happening, everything is going correct or not. Clients who are lost, also we need somebody to monitor this. Clients who have lost, we need to monitor this also. Somebody has to monitor this. Okay. What about these two things, Keisha? You really think, what I mean is this clients contacted and connected, is there somebody who we can assign?
You can, yes, Ali can do that.
Okay. Okay. Okay, Ali Balacho, right? Ali Ibo. Okay, that is basically. So we've allocated so many clients, but how do we make sure that they're they are being contacted, and is this important? Basically, clients connected, clients. Okay, let me just put for the timing Ali for this also. Meeting and this thing. Okay, organic marketing to potential clients, company branding. Yeah, this whole thing is obviously Paul, but I'm just trying so Paul, this one, right? Company branding, employee branding is so company branding is all the static things that we do on the company page, right? So is there anybody that you would like to put here, Paul? And how do we? So this employee branding is also important. Employee branding is important to find out people who are there and tell them that they've not yet really done their job. Like for example, there are only 639 people on LinkedIn. You can also look at employee branding across LinkedIn and Twitter, right? And try to bring people on Twitter as well. LinkedIn, Twitter, and Facebook and Instagram. I mean, I don't want to just say everything, right? How to bring employee branding across all of these things. Any thoughts on this, Paul? I don't know whether Paul is still around. Yeah, Paul is here.
I'm not sure. Maybe just a member can just select himself or herself. Okay.
Yeah. So I think, see, recommended post is something that, let's say, we'll put Susan, because she's been doing it for some time now. Let's put Susan to do that work. But this one, top content from trusted sources. Who can do this? For StepUp.1. Top content from trusted sources. It's basically setting up a daily thing.
Yeah, I think I can just do it.
Yeah, but Paul, you have to appoint somebody, once you first do it, and then, you should, because you need to learn this, even for yesterday, the client that we discussed, right? This is going to be really important for you to learn it. So just learn it, do it for FIDES first, and then do the same thing for, StepUp.1. But try to teach it to one of your team members so that, somebody can do this and also learn this, because this is something that everybody needs to learn. The top content from trusted sources, every client wants this. So we need to really, learn this. And find somebody for doing this company branding and employee branding. We'll come to, exactly know what to do with all these things, but I think it's really important to do this. This paid marketing also something, in fact, this also we need to learn there is a, we're going to do it for a client also. So we have to learn this thing, really deeply. Anybody interested in this paid marketing or automated closing track? Anybody who wants to, sort of be a part of this team or lead this team? A lot of quiet people. I'm just really
get the question well, Anis.
Oh, you didn't hear the question that well? Okay, Kasi. No, I'm asking, this track is going to be really important. This whole paid marketing or automated something,
Yes, Anis, I'm interested to learn more about this. So
sure, good, Farah. No, I'll keep that in mind. I'll definitely put you as a team member for this. Anyone else, I'm really looking for a team leader who can lead this track. And there is also going to be, a lot of client related work that we need to do for this, paid marketing and automated closing. Anybody here, Shem, is something that you should also, it's quite advanced, this particular thing. Christine, I don't know. The problem is the same names are again and again coming. So I don't want to, just keep on calling again Jackson and Yaradi and Westin. They're already doing something important. What about Priscilla? What about, Shem? What about, other people? Sukru, what are the requirements to join this group? There is really no requirement, like it's the same, what kind of a requirement we had for, StepUp.1. Honestly, there is no requirement. It's simply about, how much you are willing to learn and how much you are willing to work. Yes, Priscilla.
Hello, attorney. I didn't get you well. My network was cracking.
I see. No, Priscilla, I was just, motivating everybody to ask whether would you be willing to join this group, this whole paid marketing, this whole setting up the sales funnel, setting up videos, this one is something I was just asking you guys whether you will be interested.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, that's good. So Priscilla and Farah. So learn this, guys. I'll just put your names, for the time being right now. Farah here and Priscilla here. Okay. We'll take a few more names. Shem, what about you, Shem? Are you not keen for this? Shem, or even, I'm thinking, where's Mr. Bahana? Bahana, is this something that you have done already? Do you have any idea on how to do paid marketing and stuff like that?
Oh, sorry, Anis, come again. You mean paid marketing?
Yeah. So it's basically, not just paid marketing. It's basically.
I remember we started.
Yeah. Yeah, it's almost like, so I spent a good, I think, nearly $500 or so in this thing, but I think it needs to be really, thought through properly, because money will just, run out so quickly, and you'll end up with nothing. So it's really important. I'm keen that one of you, either you, Bahana, or Shem, should lead this track and see how to do this paid marketing.
I can take that one, Anis. Can give it, some research, a lot of research, and see how best we can do it.
Yeah.
We really need to learn, how
this
to
is
get
that's
to
the
it,
problem. That's the
otherwise,
problem with this
as
one.
we said, we
So
might end up wasting a lot of money. We need to have proper materials first.
Yeah.
There is an idea you just mentioned. I'm not sure whether I was following.
Yeah. It's
so
not
we
just
need to have proper material on my internet.
Yeah. Sorry, Bahana, sorry to cut you short. So it's not paid marketing, okay? It's paid marketing and automated closing of deals. So you should be,
that's what I can think.
Yeah, it's not simply, paid marketing is really easy. Any fool can do, right? Just keep paying money to Facebook and LinkedIn, and they'll keep taking their money, and nothing will come out of it. But automated closing is what is really, really exciting, and I want to see how we could do that. It involves doing a lot of things, sales funnel, etc., etc. Everything that we do manually has to become automated. So it's quite an exciting one. So I'll put you, I really want, Shem also to join you if possible, but he's not probably, listening in. We have to do this for a client, Bahana. We have to do it for a client. So the client is going to be putting in around 4,000 pounds a month, to market on public channels. So we have to learn, then, so it's going to be very interesting, to learn this on behalf of a client, but also we have to do it ourselves. So it's going to be, so I put Bahana, Farah, Priscilla, and somebody else also said that they will do Sukru, right? Yeah, I put your name also, Sukru. I think this is quite
I'm interested also.
Yeah, it's quite an important one, because it's something that we have never done before. And I don't know how it will come up. Okay, so let's see how it, but yeah, I think that this is so think of it, right? That the reason why I'm building all these things like this in front of your eyes is because we have to do this, you have to do this in front of your client's eyes at some point in time. It's the best thing about this whole thing, right? You don't have to modify anything. This is exactly what we have to do for your client also. Like, what are we, so for example, for this particular client that we are going to start work, we have to do the same thing. Have you onboarded all your employees? Have you created everything? You see, have you started the organic marketing? Have you identified your potential client? This is exactly what we need to do for our clients also. You with me? So Abdullah Mahad, right? And Abdullah Mahad, yeah. So Bahana, why don't you create a group? This group is not existing, right? This paid marketing, so yourself, Farah, Priscilla.
Yeah, so I think in terms of next step, I'll create a group with all the colleagues, and I will be having probably weekly catch up and learning and strategizing. We need to have a work plan on how we go about it. So I'll share a calendar invite, recurring and create a WhatsApp group.
Yeah, just include, Ryan is also, will like to join this group. Just you can include him also. Ryan, on this paid marketing and automated closing. And you can include me also in this, include me and Ryan in this track, because this track is going to be a very important track for Step Up. Just imagine if we can close 10 to 20 deals every month, fully automated. Okay, so we pay money, we have to pay money, obviously, to the ads and stuff like that. But let's say we pay £1,000, $1,000, and then we get like $10,000 of revenue. It's not bad, isn't it? So we can set aside this. So I want you to really think about this, because it is a lot of money to be spent, and therefore we don't want to end up in a big failure. In other places, if we fail, at least we don't lose money, but in this one, if we fail, we'll lose money, right, Bana? So just try to you need to be tight about this. But it's time, so Ryan has been working on this also, so let's try to bring him into this team and try to work on it. Yeah, so this is what I wanted to really discuss. Just a few quick other things. What about our Kisha? Kisha and Jason, you guys are the two most important thing for my initial thing. So any quick updates, Kisha, in terms of are you stuck with the clients and client generation stuff like that? Is everything going smooth for you, Kisha, and also for you, Jason? Onboarding and
yes, Anis. For me, since we changed the company head count, so it is good with me. There's no problem at all. Yeah, and there is a challenge that with the team that I'm working for. Is Augustine Mugisha called me yesterday. But you want to be spending some time in Discord, trying to see if he can be good in serving the people in Kiziba. But he was requesting the internet. He has no job, and he was requesting if he can have the internet at his workstation. I don't know. I think it must be at his home, and then it will really help him to serve the people at best. So I was not having an answer for this. He was trying to bring it as a concern that he has no job, and
but is he not able to catch up that 400 contacts?
No, he's the one that we assigned to be allocating the clients. And
I understand. I understand. If he's doing assignment, he should also be contacting clients, right? I'm not expecting. We should immediately be able to give him the money, if he's able to do the job of connecting with 400 clients every month.
Okay.
Right, and I don't even mind. You start this month immediately. Okay, just give him the money and see if he's able to connect with 400 next month. Are you with me, Kisha? It's okay to give him the money immediately.
Okay. I think Ban is with us here in the call.
Yeah. It's absolutely okay to give that money to him as a part of your team. Let him get that money. Let him get that thing. He has to get started, definitely. What about you, Jason? I think we had a little bit of a troubled thing, isn't it? Like Kisha told me very clearly who are the people, and I've assigned all the people to him. If you also tell me who are the people who needs to be creating HubSpot things and email stuff, then I can make sure that you have access, you have the right people with the right access, Jason.
Yes, Anis. I think last time, the last 2 days, we were talking about this, and my team were also, writing their names. I hope you included them. You gave them the right, even asked also the right to create the HubSpot and so on, because I was not having it. So far I think we are 6, and I now want us to be actually very many there. Just like we were doing before. We have so many members, but the number of those who are active was very less. So I really want that to happen. If we are 5, we are 5 and working. If we are 6 and working. So all the 6 you have the names. If not, I can right after this call, I will give them to you. And though we are not having that massive onboarding, but there are numbers coming up every day. Hopefully things will be good.
No, I think it's really important because if you can understand one thing, right? Our onboarding is the beating heart of Step Up. If we onboard people, make them hunt, jobs will eventually have to come. There is nobody on planet Earth who can stop jobs from coming to us if we onboard them and make them hunt. So onboarding and making them hunt is what is the only thing, because it's really simple. Everybody, you might all think, oh no, what is we will win clients whatever it takes. I don't know whether you have already understood this or not. I know many of you have don't have jobs, but I can guarantee that even the 1,400 people who joined us maybe yesterday will get a job. The only criteria is that he or she works hard for 3 to 6 months. Once they get the first job, they get the second job. It's just a cycle. It'll just keep coming. The problem is people lose their the heart. Then they, oh no, it's not. If you work, you'll get. That's a simple philosophy. So why don't we do that? Yeah, just.
Anis, so sorry. Okay, I'm low on power and I don't want my phone to go off before without actually coming in with this other important information, non-information actually kind of feedback. Our onboarding, we understand, is very important engine of the organization, but we also wanted to ensure that the training engine is working. We are looking at the expectations of people when they come into Step Up. They're thinking of course, not only hunting, but they're there to get skills as well, of which, of course, they normally by the end of the day they get the skills. But how, in which way they get the skills? If we have there's regular trainings, there's regular sessions where they learn about how to do this marketing, selling. We understand sometimes on Saturdays you normally do this, but we need to activate this. It will also give a little motivation.
Do you have any recommendations?
On the people we are onboarding.
Yeah. So do you have any recommendations? I'm sure, there must be so many people, I just recently saw that Amala School was trying to recruit, this kind of a trainer, facilitator. Do you have any kind of thing, and we will make this person also a paid employee of StepUp.one very soon. Just like we will make every single one of the onboarding people and hunting people, we will start paying them. So similarly, I'm also interested in, who could be this trainer in Kakuma? Do you guys have any recommendations? Because Joel seems to be not able to rise up to this job. She's doing something else, so I don't want to, discard her.
I think StepUp.one has many people who are well vexed in digital marketing and everything that we are doing. There's so many people who were trained before joining StepUp, and so if and whatever you normally train us, or let us go through a given session on marketing or selling, that's a very important thing. I think we don't even need to hire a trainer outside. You need to think of an intensive trainings or sessions with a small number of handpicked, graduates. And from there, we can also select those who will be leading this engine. Otherwise, people really have this knowledge, and what we need is their willingness and their passion to work on this position. So we need to think about this.
Yeah, but if you guys have a recommendation, right, Keisha, Mohammed Hassan, Paul, Priscilla, Shem, if you have a recommendation that this person is a really top-notch person in Kakuma who can really, train us, maybe in SIR, in the SIR center or something like that. Like a training, a training happens every Friday at some point in time, every morning, every evening, something like that.
Which is physical, yeah.
Yeah, physical and digital.
With this, we'll see so many people being onboarded. I'm telling you.
Yeah. That's, it's almost should be a weekly once minimum training. Weekly once minimum training, somebody has to run it. Any recommendations, anybody who thinks they can do it themselves, it's not at all difficult. I'll make sure that you have something like this, so easy that you go. So for example, you can see this, right? I can show you, like it's going to be something like this training, right? It'll reskilling. Okay, social selling, how to do social selling, step by step. Yeah, marketing, how to do it. Hyperscale selling, how to do it. E-commerce SEO, how to do it. So it will be like, it's not going to be like some rocket science you have to learn somewhere and teach. Nothing. Everything is already going to be given to you in a platter, and you just have to explain it, understand, and tell them people. That's all.
Yes, Anis, I had a suggestion on this. Since every Saturday we've been meeting with a number of graduates at SAR, and they've always been coming to SAR for more assistance and all these things. I was thinking like it should not be a one-person deal unless maybe we have somebody who is taking charge of it, who is able to organize and find one of the members in the team who can come for a specific session. Let's say, for example, we have Friday, and we feel like this Friday we could have graduates trained on social selling. Then we find who is good at lecturing or like helping them learn how social selling is being done at Step Up. Then that person is able to coordinate and find this person, and that person comes in at that specific time. The other time, the other person can come in. It's only matter of somebody who is like able to organize this and like have it done. Because if we say we will dwell on one person, maybe that person will be good in one thing, and the other thing he's not good at all. So at least if we have a person who is able to net it, who is in charge of it, then that person is only able to work with, identify a potential, a good person who can do it on that specific time, depending on what he or that person has planned to take the members through on that specific time. I think that, to me, I think it could at least work better for us, because we will have to struggle and struggle looking for somebody who will help us taking lead of training people, yet this person is not good in all the like all these things that we want members to be trained in, then it will also be a challenge at a point. Yeah,
okay.
That was my
But can we
opinion.
fix a time? Kasi, can you take charge of this and fix a time, like two separate 1 hour slots, one for branding, one for networking, like that, just we will train on the jobs that we are going to do, right? So we're going to do branding, so we'll have one session on branding. Maybe we can have Paul to come and do this, or Christine to come and do this, or Sheila to come and do this. Sheila can do one on social media, social selling, and yeah, we can you organize this 1 hour long session every week, 1 hour?
Yeah.
And we'll find the right person to do this. Actually, like I said, Sheila is good in one thing, Paul is good in another thing, Jason is good in one thing, so we can bring these people to teach for each one of those sessions.
Okay.
So yeah, let's organize this, and then we'll take it from there. Okay, guys, I think we've taken too much time. Any last questions before we close?
Yes, I have a burning urgent issue on the Frey dashboard. I've been asking Anis, and it's really doesn't display how it was.
Yeah. Something is I saw that you have told me that thing, but it's not really a problem. Maybe you're opening the wrong one. Maybe see, look at this.
Yeah, you can share with me maybe the last test.
Yeah, like this is the one, isn't it? So okay, this yeah, I hope you can see that, you know, everything is visible. Sort clear filter. Campaign ID, smaller size. Yeah, it's all here, isn't it? Should I share it with you?
Yes, you should.
Anything else, people? Anything else that you're any burning issue?
And another thing is try to communicate with. I don't know if Isras is here, Musembwa. It's like I got a report from him, like he's also not accessing the account with the same credential. If these people are doing so, it should be better. At least they tell us stop or hold the campaign than changing the credential without any information. So it gives us stress.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know what you're saying here, Jean-Marie. You're saying that these people are
I'm
not.
Saying there is a new account that this is a campaign that Msemba has resumed.
Okay.
And now is not accessing with the same credential. It seems like the client has done the same things Vadim used to do. If there's anything wrong, just change the credential, the password, instead of communicating.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully, we'll have to move away from this credential sharing. I can't help you with these kind of things, Jean-Marie. You have to talk to the client one-on-one and, you know, find a solution.
Sure, I'll do.
Because I don't know how to help you on these kind of things. Yeah. Anyone else?
Okay. Remember to share with me the dashboard.
I've done it already.
Yes, Anis. Maybe I wanted to like complete on the training that we said we need to organize. I think this could be better. We do it on Saturday morning before we go to our general hackathon. Since SARS Center is always free on Saturday, and this is the most time that is dedicated for many members from Step Up to come in, since we have some other activities that we run at the center. So if we can be doing this, because we've been doing it for the members that we have in Amazon, they come at 9, we start 9, by 11:30 we are done. We wait to go for the general hackathon. So we can also have it done like this 2 hours earlier before we go to the general hackathon on Saturday, rather than like saying we come on Thursday, we come on Friday, then at the end of the day we come, we find all the classes are occupied and the devices are occupied. It will give us headaches. So
No,
at
it
least
is
Saturday.
agreed. Yeah. Saturday morning, you know, like you said nicely, just just before this class starts, if you can do the training, then you can come and ask all the doubts in this class. If you're stuck, if you don't know many things, then see, Sukru has been complaining about people not being on Discord. I think we need to make sure, Keisha, that especially your team and Mohammad Hassan, and his team, needs to be there on Discord to answer client questions. That's a very important thing. If you're not going to answer the client questions, we're not going to get meetings. If you're not going to get meetings, we're not going to get our bonus. So the pitch and close team needs to really, come to the table. All right. I think, let's do it on Saturday itself, the training. Kasi organize it. In my suggestion, client should be given priority. Yes, of course, you need to be given. Client, if client is asking question, everybody should jump on it. I don't know, Mohammed, think about some idea, Mohammed Hassan, how can we make the closing team, it's a very small team, right? Around 10 people plus yourself. How can we make sure the closing team is picking up on every client, thing? If you have any thoughts, Mohammed, you can speak, because it's really important that we have this 10 people team, the pitch and close team, to be on standby to help the hunters. As for me, I don't agree with this idea of Saturday, since we want to formalize this training. Why can't we formalize this training? Why? Because only small number of people can come to SIR, is it? Is that why you're saying, Jason? I'm not able to understand why you're saying that.
Yes, and we really need to do this for so many graduates who are already onboarded. And if we do this, still people will think that's the normal thing that has been happening at SAR on Saturday. They come and do their job for clients and wait for the 12 noon hackathon. It will still be in their mind. So to make it a little bit like a new thing, a new commitments for the team, we need a complete different day so that this can be planned and organized in a proper way.
See, but the problem with
you
the
can
new
even
day,
have like a day. Yeah. Okay. There are many centers. I think apart from STAR. Let's see if we can do a little bit. See if we can where this can be done, since so many people need to be accommodated for these trainings.
No, I agree. I think let's start, Jason. Let us start with next Saturday in SIR, and also do it on Zoom so that other people can join. Let's start off, and then we'll slowly decide better days and better times. But let's start somewhere. It's important to get started.
That